so much for coming today to celebrate the 6th annual Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival. We are so grateful to have so many leaders here today to celebrate not only Cherry Hill, but also the city of Baltimore. And so as councilwoman for this district, I welcome you all to District 10. I welcome you all to the beautiful Middle Branch Park. This is a wonderful, wonderful park, and I encourage you to come back, please. We need our park spaces. So we're gonna start today with a few words by our wonderful mayor, Mayor Brandon Scott. Mayor, I'm going to have you come up to the podium and share a few words, if you may. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm about to say, I thought we were in Cherry Hill. Good afternoon, everybody. It's so great to be back. It was easy to get me here. My staff is wondering how they're going to get me out of here without me getting on a kayak. Good luck to them. I want to acknowledge some of the great people that are here today. We've heard from our fabulous Councilwoman Porter. I wanted to talk about the great folks from the Cherry Hill Community Coalition. Mama Shirley, I saw Mama Shirley earlier. She's back there. That is the mayor of Cherry Hill. They have co-mayors. Termite, where are you? There's the other mayor of Cherry Hill over there. We also have members of the Youth Resiliency Institute, the South Baltimore Gateway Partnership, our great partners who are here. Wave your hands, everybody. There they are. And the Greater Baltimore Cultural Alliance and the Baltimore Cultural Arts Program. I am so excited to announce the 6th annual Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival for everyone. This festival is one of Baltimore's cultural gems, and it speaks to everything that makes our city great and why we're called Charm City, which is community engagement and community-based arts culture. As Baltimoreans, and especially as Black Baltimoreans, we have a rich, vibrant culture and artistic history that does not get the respect that it deserves, and that has been something for far too long. But starting now, we will make sure that we don't get that respect, but we demand it. This festival plays an important role in bringing out our artistic heritage and brilliance out of the shadows and into the limelight. In this bicentennial year of Harriet Tubman's birth, we honor her legacy, and the strength that she has given our people. We also recognize the role of art in sustaining and empowering Black Americans to restore the humanity that others have so often tried to take away from us, even today in 2022. Community-based arts and cultural endeavors play a key role in addressing concerns in our city and uplifting excellence within our communities. And artistic youth programs like the Youth Resiliency Institute and this festival provide our young people with activities to keep them engaged and equip them with the skills they need to not just survive but succeed and thrive in life. I want to thank everyone involved in this festival for your hard work and commitment to Baltimore and Cherry Hill, and I hope you will join me on July 4th at Middle Branch Park in Cherry Hill for the 6th annual Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival. I will say, yeah, let's clap for that. I will say before I pass the podium back over that I was here in 2019, pre the pandemic, and if you want great views of the fireworks, you cannot get a better one than here. You will not get better music anywhere else in the city. No disrespect to our folks at the Inner Harbor. The music is going to be better here. But we have to make sure that we support this community, this festival. I will be here, and I hope you join us here as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Next, I'd like to bring to the podium, do we have Director Moore from Baltimore City Rec and Parks in the audience? Okay. Thank you so much. And we just want to acknowledge you from Baltimore City Rec and Parks of all the work that you do in this wonderful Middle Branch Park. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Next, I'd like to bring to the podium Mr. Fanan Hill, a great friend and executive director of Youth Resiliency Institute, and also co-founder of the Cherry Hill Arts and Music and Waterfront Festival. Fanan?
Good afternoon, good afternoon. My name is Fanan Hill, and I humbly serve as co-founder and executive director of the Youth Resiliency Institute, as well as co-founder of the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival. I'd like to thank you, Mayor Scott, Councilwoman Porter, for prioritizing arts and culture in Cherry Hill and Greater South Baltimore, and for being here today, for prioritizing being here today. Thank you to our lead festival funder, South Baltimore Gateway Partnership, for your support of the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival. We'd also like to thank the Boathouse staff. The Boathouse staff, Mark and his wonderful team, who have made sure that we would be comfortable out here this evening. Special thanks to MedStar Harbor Hospital, the Cherry Hill Community Coalition, Safe Streets Cherry Hill, our beloved Safe Streets Cherry Hill and Safe Streets family throughout Baltimore City. And last but not least, thank you to all of the residents of historic Cherry Hill who have helped the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival become the gem that it is today. I am so very excited to be here today in celebration of the 6th anniversary Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival, which, as Mayor Scott shared, will be held here in Middle Branch Park on July 4th from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Today is truly a celebration of self-determination, of resiliency, of the strength of our beloved Cherry Hill community and a specific Cherry Hill elder. There is an African proverb that says a village without the elderly is like a well without water. The story of the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival begins with a young mother raising her children in Cherry Hill Homes public housing. A young mother who was also an artist who deeply loved her Cherry Hill community. A remarkable woman by the name of Miss Shirley Folks, who today is a profound community elder. Many years ago, Mama Shirley and I, as we affectionately call her, we were blessed to meet each other. We quickly discovered that we shared the same passion for children, arts and culture, as well as community. Equally important, we understood that Cherry Hill's Black history lives deep in the experiences of Cherry Hill elders. Over the years, we spoke about the power of festival as cultural ritual, festival as a community ritual that could lift up, build up, and reinforce positive community identity. Mama Shirley and I engaged in a participatory planning process that took over 5 years. It was fueled by the vision and inspiration of Cherry Hill residents of all ages who meticulously assisted in the development of a cultural blueprint for Cherry Hill. Today, many of those residents are not with us. They've transitioned. Even more of those residents have passed away during the COVID-19 pandemic, sadly. So today, the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival is a beacon, truly a beacon that fosters remembrance, community pride, and invests in Cherry Hill's future by helping children and youth in Cherry Hill understand that, like educator Sarah Bunley, activist Madeline Murphy, artist Kevin Barnes, and so many more late great Cherry Hill luminaries, they too have something special to contribute to their beloved community, city, and indeed the world. Mayor Scott, the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival works to exemplify your vision for activating the public natural spaces and places throughout Baltimore for all residents. We also would like to thank you and those who work closely with you, Scott Davis, Tommy Phillips, Stephanie M, for always being available to assist us in our work. Today, the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival has quickly become one of the East Coast's premier waterfront festivals. In 2019, over 5,000 festival goers attended our in-person festival and left Cherry Hill with an appreciation of the gem that is our beloved Middle Branch Park. Furthermore, the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival is a tremendous economic generator. In 2019, the festival also hired over 50 Cherry Hill residents leading up to and on the day of the festival. As Mayor Scott shared, the theme of this year's festival is Tubman 200, which celebrates the bicentennial and undying legacy of Maryland's own. Come on, how lucky are we? How fortunate are we to live in the state that Harriet Tubman called home? We draw from examples of Harriet Tubman's fierce courage, strength, thirst for freedom, and more as we celebrate the bicentennial of her birth. As part of this year's festival, we will be honoring individuals whose work is rooted in liberation through our Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Harriet Tubman Freedom Award ceremony. Two of those distinguished individuals are here with us today. We have Mr. Lou Fields, founder and CEO of Black Dollar Exchange, and a fierce advocate for heritage tourism. We thank you for your example, Mr. Fields. We also have Mr. Jermaine Johnson here, an educator who taught students at New Era Academy and introduced them to digital media as an avenue to express themselves. We thank you, Mr. Johnson. In closing, the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival is forging a mighty path forward into the future. We invite those of you bearing witness to today's press conference to get on board the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival. We invite you to be part of an arts-based movement that connects the past, the present, and the future in Cherry Hill, Greater South Baltimore, and beyond. We invite you to learn about the many organizations in Cherry Hill on the front line of community transformation. We thank you, Dr. Hannah, Minister Cleo, and Cherry Hill resident Mr. Holly for your undying prayers during these last 2 years. The Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival is truly a community-led and community-informed beacon of beauty, a vision of civic pride that celebrates the historical, communal, and spiritual significance of Black arts and culture in South Baltimore's historic Cherry Hill community in every season. See you on the 4th of July, and thank you for bearing witness to the beauty that is Cherry Hill, South Baltimore, and Middle Branch Park.
Thank you, Fanon, for that dynamic speech. Next, we're going to bring to the podium Ms. Peggy Jackson-Job, Board Chair of the Cherry Hill Community Coalition.
Good afternoon, everyone. Now, I'm an old principal and a minister, so good afternoon, everyone. All right. I bring you greetings from the Cherry Hill Community Coalition, and I want you to know that I'm excited. I'm excited because Cherry Hill is going through a transformation, and embodied in the word transformation are the words change, excitement, and the bridging of the past with the new, the old with the new. We don't want to forget about our past because our past help us to know where we're going. And so for that, I'm excited, and I'm excited about the Youth Resiliency Institute, the founders and directors, Fanon and Navasha Hill, because whatever they do, whatever they put their hands on, they do it with excellence. And so we in Cherry Hill are excited about the fact that they decided to bring the Arts and Music Festival, Waterfront Festival, to Cherry Hill. This is the 6th year. They could have gone any place else, but they chose to come to Cherry Hill and be a part of that transformation. So this is a touchstone. This is a piece of our history as well as the new, the old and the new blending together. And for that, we say thank you to you. We thank you because also they are inclusive. They include the youth in everything that they do, in the planning up to the implementation of the Arts and Music Festival. And not only that, they ensure that our seniors are included. They make sure that they have a ride here. Every little detail they make sure that they take care of so that the residents in Cherry Hill know that this is part of your legacy, part of what's going forward in the old and the new. And for that, again, we say thank you. I say to you, I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. So I'll see you here on the 4th for the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Peggy. And I just want to highlight the legacy building component. So not only does this Cherry Hill Arts Festival include youth, it includes all the way from adults to seniors. And that's just an example of the leadership of Youth Resiliency Institute. So we are internally grateful for that legacy building pipeline that you all are forming here. Next, we're going to bring to the podium Mr. Brad Rogers. He's a great friend, great nonprofit leader here in the city of Baltimore, to offer some remarks.
I'm Brad Rogers. I'm the Executive Director of the South Baltimore Gateway Partnership. We're a community economic development authority funded by casino revenues. And our job is not just to get that money to work in service of the communities of South Baltimore, but to do so under the leadership of those communities and under the direction of those communities and supporting the vision of those communities. And nowhere is that more visible than right here with this festival. The Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival is unique. Nowhere else do you have performers with a national audience coming together at an event with citywide significance that also uplifts and empowers and showcases the proud individuals of the Cherry Hill community in which it is housed, bringing together people from the youngest in the community to the oldest in the community, bringing together professionals and novices, bringing together people from here and outside visiting for the first time. This event is unique. This event is special. The leadership is special, and we are proud to be a sponsor of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brad. We are always appreciative of the public-private partnerships that you have exhibited over a number of years in South Baltimore. Next, we'll bring to the podium Ms. Jenny Howe, the Executive Director of the Greater Baltimore Cultural Alliance.
Thank you, Councilwoman, and thank you so much for your commitment to the arts and to the community, to this beautiful, beautiful community. I'm honored to be here to join Youth Resiliency Institute and Mama Shirley folks in announcing the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival. My name is Jeannie Howe. I am the Executive Director of the Greater Baltimore Cultural Alliance. GBCA is a leading provider of services and support for artists and for organizations in Baltimore and throughout the region. Whether they're emerging, established, mainstream, grassroots, or underground, GBCA believes in unifying and strengthening all members of the community. We do this through marketing, education, financial support, and development of innovative programs that increase equity in the cultural community and beyond. I am so proud to say that we have a long, multi-year partnership with Youth Resiliency Institute. Navasha has been on our board of directors for almost 7 years, a very long time. And through that time, we have, and our shared values, found a number of ways to work together, including the most recent Cherry Hills Cares campaign, where we work together with arts-based programming to be able to distribute PPE to the community, to the elders, and then also we installed several hand sanitizing stations, really recognizing that this pandemic is not over and that we need to take care of the most vulnerable amongst us. We are so excited to be part of the Waterfront Festival. Like Cherry Hill Cares, it puts community first, and it's led by the voices of the community's leadership. Having weathered the past 2 years exquisitely online, I might say, it's very exciting for the festival to come back and be in front of this beautiful space, to connect with nature, to connect with the parks, and to connect with the community, but also with audiences throughout the region. We are excited, and we are so appreciative that we have leaders like the Youth Resiliency Institute and Mama Shirley. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Jenny. As we bring forward our next our next participant, Angela Kikuy, just wanted to remind you all, as you all, come to the Cherry Hill Arts Music and Arts Festival on July 4th. AFRAM is June 18th and June 19th in Druid Hill Park. So that's another one of the cultural staples that we are seeing here in the city of Baltimore. So this is a legacy building component for our arts and culture community. And so I'll bring forward Miss Angela Kikuy from the Baltimore Cultural Arts Program to share words. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for the invite. Cherry Hill community and Navasha and Fanon, who are my brothers and sisters. I am very excited to announce that University of Baltimore has a Cultural Arts Legacy Project. Will be hosting a cultural arts activities at the Cherry Hill Art and Music Festival Waterfront on the 4th of July. We will be on the grounds all day from 1 to 10. We will have a community gathering featuring interactive archival images of old Baltimore and our old festivals that we had, the Malcolm X Festival we used to have, the City Festival. We're going to have all types of exhibits here for you to see. We are also excited that we are calling this a cultural arts family reunion because we're all coming together. And the Cultural Arts Legacy Project goal at the festival is to celebrate and honor the history, art, and culture of Baltimore City through exhibits, various art demonstrations, and mediums. Here, we must also understand that right now, we come from a place of pain, and right now, the last 2 years, a lot of grief. I would like to deem this site a site of reworking the grief from our historical past and our current grief. I am here and I'm excited. I'm here with Mr. Charles Fun. He will be performing with his Dunbar Alumni Jazz Band, and we will also have a drum circle to welcome everyone in the beginning. The Cherry Hill Festival serves as a mechanism to remind us of what we lost, what we survived, what we've gained by drawing a deeper and sense connection to each other's shared experiences, and we're excited to be a part of this amazing event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Angela. Next, we're going to hear from one of our dynamic youth, Asia, from the Youth Resiliency Institute Cultural Arts Program. She's one of our main organizers here in Cherry Hill, does a dynamic job. And so, Asia, would you like to share some words with us? Thank you.
Hello. Dear Harriet Tubman, you were born in Maryland 200 years ago, and I doubt you could have envisioned the impact you have on the world today. God, the northern stars, and rivers have helped you get to freedom on your own. You saved nearly 300 enslaved people through the Underground Railroad system. Because of your leadership and devotion to God, you were known as Moses. You carry a rifle in your hand and a pistol in your bag for self-defense, as well as being influential for passengers to make it to freedom. During the Civil War, you served with the UN Army, became a spy, and led 150 troops to the Combahee ferry raid to free nearly 750 enslaved people, making you the first woman in America history to command a military offense. You accomplished so much in your lifetime. We, the Youth Resiliency Institute, and the Youth Cultural Arts organizers are celebrating the 6th anniversary of Cherry Hill's Arts and Music Waterfront Festival, celebrating your 200th bicentennial. Mama Shirley has been a matriarch of Cherry Hill community for over 40 years. She has put in time and effort to support hundreds of people, young and old, since I was the age of 6, I have been around Mama Shirley. She will watch over me and tell me stories about her children and how she helped raise kids that weren't even her own, but she grew to love them. Now getting older, I witnessed her good deeds and leadership. She didn't have to know you from Adam and Eve, but if you needed her, she was right there for you. With the help of Mama Shirley, myself, the Hills, and the Youth Resiliency Institute, we are allowed to spread hope and knowledge through our creative art. Now, Ms. Tubman, I will let you rest. I just gotta tell you that your influence brought so much hope for us, and we are truly grateful for you. Mama Shirley is someone like you, far as leadership and becoming a woman of her word. Thank you.
Asia, I see a leadership in you. I see leadership in you, baby girl. Thank you for that. Next, we're going to bring up my sister and dear friend and co-founder and deputy director of the Youth Resiliency Institute and co-director of the Cherry Hill Arts and Waterfront Music Festival, Miss Navarsha Dea.
Sing, sing a nama, yella baby, yeah. Bang sing lang ang no ni energy home, yaze yang yung kusha zaga de sam ga eta no mo zio ya yeah, yeah, whoa 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 whoa, yeah yeah, yeah. Peace, everyone. My name is Navarsha Dea, and I humbly serve Baltimore City as co-founder, deputy director, and director of the Healing and Performing Arts of the Youth Resiliency Institute. I talk fast, you can hear me. I also serve as co-director of the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival. Thank you, Mayor Brandon Scott, Councilwoman Felicia Porter, and all of the elected officials present for prioritizing arts and culture in Cherry Hill and Greater South Baltimore and being here today. I just want to reiterate that because we could be anywhere else. Thank you to our lead funder again, South Baltimore Gateway Partnership, which we developed a really great partnership with you in all the meetings and the processing and all of the things we're doing together. We're just so honored to work with you, and it's been a joy. Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival, cultural arts organizers, thank you, Baltimore City Recreation and Parks. We have a great partnership with them for this festival. They're our partner. The team here at Middle Branch Boathouse, Mark, who's always available for my late night texts and questions. MedStar Harbor Hospital, who provides parking and solutions and working with them in the community as well. The Cherry Hill Community Coalition Board, who I'm on the board of that as well. And also special thanks to all this year's festival sponsors, partners, and members of the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival Community Advisory Committee. I am so very excited to be here today. After 2 years of virtual festival programming, the Youth Resiliency Institute, YRI, in partnership with the Cherry Hill Community Coalition, will host the 6th annual Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival in person. Yes, in person, yeah. Here at beautiful Middle Branch Park, located at 3301 Waterview Avenue in South Baltimore. All right. The 6th annual Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival will take place on Monday, July 4th from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. The festival is free, yes, free, family friendly, and open to the public. Festival goers will be able to enjoy live music, food trucks, exhibits, vendors, and a massive fireworks show overlooking the Patapsco River in concert with the fireworks downtown at the Inner Harbor. The Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival is excited to host a diverse lineup of performers this year, representing a wide spectrum of sounds from soul to gospel to reggae, Congolese dance music, and beyond. Collaboration continues to be a hallmark of our beloved festival, and this year will include a historic Baltimore Cultural Arts program, CAP, photo exhibition, and special activities and engagements in partnership with the Billie Holiday Center for Liberation and Inheritance Baltimore Community Archives Project. Seated along the Patapsco River, the Cherry Hill enjoys access to water via Middle Branch Park, which is a perfect location for the Waterfront Festival and this year's theme, which celebrates the bicentennial and undying legacy of freedom seeker Harriet Tubman, who was born in Maryland, with an array of special activities during the festival, including historical reenactments, exhibits, the presentation of Harriet Tubman 200 Festival honorees, and much more. As many of you may already be aware, Cherry Hill was an isolated peninsula adjacent to a city landfill and incinerator, and later developed as a community for GIs returning from World War II and the Korean War. This location was selected after several other options were opposed by whites who did not want African Americans moving too close to their neighborhoods. As such, this year's Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival will honor veterans from Cherry Hill during a special ceremony during the festival. The honoring of these veterans kicks off a Youth Resiliency Institute campaign in collaboration with community partners, focusing on providing important supports, recognition, and resources for veterans in Cherry Hill and throughout South Baltimore. As dubbed by lifelong resident Termite, Cherry Hill is a community of love, and through the cultural arts, we celebrate this. Now, without further ado, I am so excited to share the lineup of performers who will take the stage for this year. From Jamaica, West Indies, internationally renowned reggae artist whose conscious lyrics, human rights activism, love for freedom, and love for African culture is legendary. The one and only Sister Carol. Yes, Sister Carol. Grammy-nominated reggae toaster known as a strong, powerful feminist voice, and was the third woman to be nominated for a reggae Grammy after Judy Mowat and Rita Marley. In addition to her movie career, in addition to movie roles, her career is marked by several studio albums. Her most recent musical collaboration reached number 4 on the Billboard Reggae album charts. Mother Culture, as she is affectionately called, always brings the fire. Next up, Harriet Tubman was known for many of her gifts and attributes, including her tremendous faith and love of God. As such, we are so very excited to share that a legendary gospel group with 6 decades of music, 65 years of song, generations tied together through the force of will of a matriarch of powerful women. This is the story of the African-American gospel quintet, the legendary Ingramets, founded by Maggie Ingram, who passed away in 2015, as a way to keep her family together through hardship, and taken up by her daughter, Almeda Ingram Miller, as a way to continue Maggie's legacy. Inspired by the black gospel male quartets of the 1940s and 50s, the legendary Ingramets bring roof-raising harmonies and explosively powerful vocals, all driven by the voices of women. Also performing this year, rapper, artist, and director of the Netflix critically acclaimed and award-winning film Dark City Beneath the Beat, Baltimore Club Queen, TT the Artist, and Baltimore Club pioneer, music producer, and Cherry Hill native, Mighty Mark. Also, the sweet, soulful sounds of Cecily, the Charles Fun Big Band, we saw him earlier, his fabulous self, salsa dancer Yoi, the hip-hop artist Little Key. And please note that accessibility and community participation are cornerstones of the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival. The Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival offers entry points for artists living in Cherry Hill to share their passions and crafts. And as such, performing this year will be current Cherry Hill resident and hip-hop artist Ike Modizi, drummer Timothy Scurry, and black man D. Aziz, as well as Cherry Hill's own Kirk, and of course, yours truly, Navasha Dea. The festival will have free parking and a shuttle service to take you to and from the parking lots. Please visit our website at www.cherryhillfest.com. Peace and love.
Absolutely amazing, and I'm so grateful, and I'm so excited for the lineup for July 4th. Last but certainly not least, we just want to honor our living legend, Mama Shirley, Miss Shirley Folks. Just want to provide you with your flowers here. I know that it's an opportunity for you to see your legacy building in action. And Mama, we just wanted to provide you with an opportunity to share some words of legacy, of building, of self-preservation and resiliency.
All I want to say is I'm so glad that we are back where we belong. And I think this is the best place in the world. And I want everybody to try to make it, because I'll be here. Little short-winded, so I don't want to talk too much, but I look forward to seeing everyone.
Thank you so much, Mama Shirley. And as we close out this press conference, I'm so grateful that you all are here to support the youth of Baltimore City. This is an opportunity to showcase the positive happenings that are happening not only within District 10 in South Baltimore, but also in Baltimore City. And so I encourage you, again, June 4th, make sure you're here. Make sure you're here. July 4th. Make sure you're here in Middle Branch Park. Enjoying this wonderful, wonderful cultural and arts program. And I encourage you all to engage and stay engaged with Youth Resiliency Institute and all of the partners here that have shared words about the importance of culture and arts here in Baltimore City. And so finally, I'll say if we have any questions, please ask them now. We're only limiting them to 2. And so does anyone have any questions? Thank you all so very much, and I'm grateful for all of the news media here as well. Thank you again.